Hey everyone, how are you doing? Today I'm going to make this video in English, and the theme that I'm going to explore today is very close to my heart. So I have been thinking about it for a long time that I want to discuss about it, but I was neither getting the motivation nor the courage. So today somehow I summed up the courage to talk about it. So yeah, and the reason behind doing this in English is that there others might be interested who might not understand the regional languages that I use. So that is why I have to make it in English so that everybody can understand. So the just keep up with my throat is very bad that I have cold, like I have a sore throat too. Anyway, the topic that I want to discuss today is about the difference between multiverse and alternate realities. People often get confused and they do not actually understand it. So the way it is interpreted everywhere, it's not exactly correct, I would rather say, but that is why I've decided to talk about this topic today. And yeah, and I am not an astrophysicist, I'm not a physicist, I'm not, I have no degrees and stuff like that. I've done my own basic researches over the years, and I've pondered about it, and that's how I came to this, that's why I decided to speak about this topic today. So if any astrophysicist or any physicist watching this, and if they find it like there is something that's not right, you may comment below. You may give your views. You may drop some info so that I can do my researches in a more proper way. So yeah, let's start it. You have to bear with my diagram. My diagram is pretty bad. So here you can see this elongated circle-like thing. Okay, sorry, it's elongated circle like thing. It's like an egg shape, but it's not. So each elongated circle, I wanted to make an oblate spheroid, but that's not the case anyway. So yeah, each elongated circle is represents an universe, and they are at top above the other. So there's universe 1, universe 2, universe 5,000, universe 10,000, if you can see it, and you have universe 1 million. Okay, so it's like a sandwich. In between you have all the good things, and they're layered one above the other. So the universe, the multiverse is like that only. So what's the difference between the multiverse and the alternate realities? So it's like multiverse are created, they pop in and out, and form they form a layer exactly like this, or they form in sideways. But alternate realities is different. It's like alternate reality, for example, I'm talking about universe 1. So if you take this universe 1, these are different separate universes. So this line represents time. So if we consider, though I still personally don't believe in it, but still, yeah, if we consider the time flows in one direction, so here it's flowing in one direction in this universe. Okay, so for example, someone decides to go back in time and change something. So when you're traveling, so when a person goes back in time and like changes something, so for example, the person is here, this is the dot, and the person decides to come back to here using a machine or through a black hole, wormhole, god knows, any hole, whatever it is, I don't care. Glory hole. Jokes apart. So the moment he arrives, he creates a branched timeline. So this is a branched timeline, a deviated timeline. It means the history is same. If you look at, see the origin point is the same goddamn thing. But the moment at a certain point, one person decides to change something and goes back to a certain point in time. For example, here, I'm taking it as A. Okay, so a branch forms. Similarly, a branch forms an alternate reality, forms an alternate universe of the same thing. It's like, how am I supposed to put this up? This is pretty deep. It's like you create something that's already existing, that is already in existence, though it's same, but it's still different. Okay, so they have the same history, but still everything's just kind of different. Okay, different. So here a branch timeline is created. So again, someone from here decides to come to over here within the branch timeline and decides to change something. The moment one person travels back, another branch forms. Okay, so this could go this way also, it doesn't matter. So this is how branch realities form. They branch out from one another. Okay, but the main history, the main event, the main starting point is the same thing. Okay, so yeah, where I was, yeah. So each time people go back and they create something, it's an event they create, and as a result, an alternate timeline forms. It's like a branch exactly. It's like this goes to this, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this. So yeah, this is how, and everything is just like it just goes way above the chart. So same history, traveling back creates one branch. Again, someone decides to travel back from that alternate branch to a certain point of that alternate branch. That leads to another formation of branch, alternate reality. So same thing. So in one universe, you can create multiple, you know, alternate realities. Okay. So that is what it is. In one universe, what happens, it's like a balloon. You fill it up with a certain amount of water, then you put more water, the balloon expands. So for same thing, this universe will also expand because of the continuous creation of alternate timelines in the same universe. And alternate timeline is not parallel universes. Okay, it has the same history, but at certain point of time, something happens, some event happens, some asshole decides to go back and change something. As a result, a new timeline forms. Okay, so this is what, and it looks like a branch of a tree, and from each branch another branch, branch, many branches branch out, and that's how the alternate timeline works. From multiverse, they all exist one above the other. Okay, so in some universe life may exist, in some universe life may not exist. In some universe, humans might not have evolved. In some universe, humans might have evolved. But in case of alternate reality, humans have already evolved. The history is same. For example, till 1935, all the history and everything is same, but some asshole in the future from 2035 decides to go back in time to 1935 on a certain date and decides to change something. The moment he travels back, he branches out a new reality. So it just branched out. It just branched out. That's it. Finish. So again, from that branch reality, if someone else, another person, if not that douchebag, decides to travel back in time from within the branch reality, another branch reality is created. Another alternate timeline is created. An alternate copy of the same universe is created. An alternate copy of the same universe is created within that whole universe structure. So this is the basic difference between alternate timelines and multiverse. And you know, you to sum it up, universes, they exist one above the other, and the properties might be different. Some universe may be luminescent, some universe may be devoid of any light, some universe may be teeming with life, some universe might not have any life. So in some universe time is totally the opposite. So things are like that. But in branch reality, history is same, but things branched out. New parallel copy of the same universe is created with a slight difference when someone decides to go back in time and branch out something new. So this is the basic difference between alternate realities and multiverse. I hope I have been able to make myself clear. If I do miss out on things, my diagram is not understandable, please reach out to me. I would again make a clear video on it. So this is what I have done from my own experience, and let me clear it up again. I'm no astrophysicist and I am no physicist of any sort. So yeah, but if any physicist watching it, and if they have a different view, if they are free to comment below, and definitely I would be grateful to see what they have written so that I can enrich myself. Okay, so thanks, have a nice day ahead. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.